Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Oh no, it's Starscream's ghost! Binks, buddy? You in there, pal?
It's your old buddy, Starscream. How do you feel?
Transformers, defenders of truth, robots who fight in disguise.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at a third-party Transformers figure, and it's from DX9. It's the X16G Usurper Ghost. Usurper Ghost. He's usurping the authority. And basically this is a third-party Ghost of Starscream, and it's in the scale, it's supposed to be in the scale of the Combiner Wars Deluxe figures that are out and about. And I was really wanting to get a Ghost Starscream in that line, and unfortunately the only way you can get one is through the, was it Grand Galvatron Takara pack, and very expensive. So this was $35 at tfsource.com, Big Bad Toy Store. Unfortunately it was sold out, so I went to TF Source, which is a good place. I just haven't shopped there in a while. And the nice thing about TF Source is if you order over $150, shipping is free, so that's pretty darn cool. It's a nice leg up there. They got some nice sales going on too, so I may check their site out a little bit more. But this definitely looked pretty cool, and I'm a big Starscream fan and love a good Ghost of Starscream figure, so I figured I'd go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have a Super Ghost in package. It's so hard to say. Ghost of Starscream, we'll just call him Screamer, in the package. And I gotta say, I like the box. It's nice and sturdy, so that's very cool. It has a very G1 style toy art on the front, which is very nice. It says, "Let us fight for our common goals," and it says X16G Usurper Ghost, and there he is in package. Top of the box has the jet form, it's got his name. Side of the package has a couple jets in outline, it says DX9. Other side just kind of is the artwork wrapped around, so just kind of a close-up of the artwork. So yeah, very cool, very G1-esque toy. It says DX9 there, and then that kind of wraps around. War in pocket, I don't know if that's supposed to be a play on Combiner Wars or what that is. If you know, leave a comment down below. And again, there's more artwork, looks pretty cool. Side again, more artwork everywhere, artwork. Bottom, it has, looks like Acid Storm, and then, oh gosh, Sunburst, or whatever his name is, the yellow one, and then there's a purple one, looks like Skywarp. I don't know if that is supposed to be Skywarp or not. No, it's different. I can't remember who that guy is. If you know, leave a comment in the comments below. Back, this is kind of upside down from the other side, but that's okay. It shows all the Seekers in the line, so the regular colored Starscream, and then you get Skywarp, Thundercracker, and then Ramjet and Thrust and Dirge in the back. It kind of shows the jets. And then we have Starscream with his cape and crown, which is very cool. There's a stand, and there is a Starscream there, and there's a warning and all that kind of stuff on there. So just a close-up. So there are all the other Seekers that you can get, and they come in, I think they come in 3 packs. So like Thundercracker, Starscream, Skywarp, and then the others. And then here is Ghost Starscream with his crown and such, and then there's the jet mode, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get the Ghost of Starscream out of box when we turn it right side up out of the packaging and see what we think. So here we have Usurper Ghost, or Starscream's Ghost, out of the packaging, and I gotta say, it's very, very pretty. I love the crystal plastic going on here. There are some things I do not like about the figure, and I'll kind of talk about them. It's primarily some of the parts, the transformation is a little overly complicated, I think, in some spots. and then the feet are kind of bothersome. Everything else is actually pretty decent. Now the robot mode is a lot smaller than I was really kind of anticipating. The jet mode is the right size for a Combiner's War jet size, but the robot actually condensed down a lot more than I was really kind of anticipating. And I'll show the size comparisons, but it's not bad. I mean, the detail on it is amazeballs. Now, he does come with a lot of extra stuff. One thing is this stand. It says DX9 on there, which is really cool. They have two different pegs, one for the jet, which is the smaller piece, and then you can swap that out for a foot peg for Starscream here. And I'm just going to throw this off to the side for the moment. We don't need that. It comes with a lot of other accessories too. One thing it comes with, which is awesome. So probably a standard for Starscream is his crown and cape. So there's his crown. Very cool. I'm definitely digging that. It's very, very tiny though. I'm going to throw that off to the side. He comes with his shoulder pads right there, and they just kind of go onto the shoulder. And he also comes with the cape. And the cape is not what I was expecting. It's a hard plastic. I was expecting kind of a vinyl rubber piece, but that is not the case. It looks nice, and it clamps onto the back, and it's kind of bothersome to get on there, but again, I'll kind of go into that here in a little bit. I'll just throw that off to the side. And the figure itself, very cool. I am definitely digging it, but you gotta be careful with it, man, because there's a lot of parts on it. Like these null rays, they're very, very thin, and then these pieces back here, very, very thin. They could easily snap, and it says it's for you know, people 15 and older, and that is not a lie. This is nothing for a kid. They will break this thing in half. It feels very fragile, and not because of the plastic itself, but because of how small some of the parts are, and how detailed it is. Now, as far as articulation goes, his head does move back and forth on a swivel. It's kind of hard to get in there because of your fingers, because of these pieces here. His arms are on a ball socket at the shoulder. Nice tight sockets. He also has a really tight socket at the elbow here, which is nice. No real articulation in the hands. There is no swivel at the waist. The legs kick up. Oh, that's all out of focus. All right, so the legs kick up about that far. They don't kick back very far. They do go out quite a bit because they are on ball joints. He's got a joint at the knee right there. So he does have a joint at the knee. And then his feet are a little floppy. They're on ball joints as well. This one's probably a lot floppier than the other one. And I don't know. I guess that's just the ball joints there. And those are really the only loose joints on the figure, and it doesn't really hamper the figure too much, so that's not an issue. It just, I don't know, I guess could use a little bit of floor polish or something. But yeah, definitely very, very cool. Alright, now to show the figure with the accessory pieces on, I'm going to show you how this all attaches. The crown is the easiest thing to do here. You're just going to slip the crown on his head. And I'm going to try to make sure to get this all on camera here. So there it is. With the crown on. The shoulders, there are, if you look, little clamps right here, and they're going to clamp onto his upper arms very easily, just like that. So there's one, and we'll put two of them on there like thus. And then here's the kind of difficult part. If you look at the cape, there are little hooks, and they're going to go in. It's going to be kind of hard to see because this is clear plastic. There are little hook pieces here. You're going to clamp those on there, and they will go into place like that, and it just went in perfect. Got it on the first try, so that is kind of cool. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. It looks nice. I like it. Looks very, very cool. It's very Starscream from Transformers the movie, which, I mean, this thing just looks really, really nice. Very cool. And I'm presuming that is transposable onto the regular Starscream of the sister line in DX9. So the other accessory that he comes with, I forgot to mention, is this space background. And yeah, I guess so if you want your Starscream flying through space, you can do that. It's a pretty neat little background. It's just a cheap piece of cardboard with a print on it. So yeah, there's that. Which is kind of cool, I guess, if you're setting up a diorama with Galvatron shooting him down through space, like the last of the episode that we see Starscream's ghost in. So, sure, why not? So taking a closer look at Starscream, I love the design of this figure. I think they did a really good job. That red is gorgeous. The head, I think they could have done a little bit better. It's a translucent, smoky black or gray, but they've got the red inside for the eyes, and I think they should have just put red paint on the eyes and made the whole thing a smoky black. I think that would have been better instead of trying to get I guess they're trying to get light piping out of it. The wings, perfect. Love those. There's some kind of thin parts, especially on the backpack, but it is a small figure, but it's very nicely detailed. Love the canopy. Love the vents on it. His shoulder pads. Everything is just absolutely gorgeous and nails that G1 look. And here we have a closer look of Starscream with his crown and his cape and his shoulder pads. Very cool. I think they are a nice addition. I think, I kind of wish there was a little bit more paint on the shoulders, maybe some gold or something. I'd have to go back and look at the movie. I can't remember. I think the crown's down point. I love it. The cape, it works. Again, I was kind of surprised it was going to be a hard plastic, but it's very shiny in the light, which I definitely dig. It's a hard plastic. I was expecting a vinyl type of thing, but it definitely works, and I like the fact that it's something you can transfer to the other Starscream figure, and I wouldn't mind to get a black and white version of Starscream where he gets burnt up, so you can use that set as well. So definitely very fun accessories. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, very detailed. I will say that the null rays, while they are on point perfect, very thin, can get lost easy. They're invisible clear plastic, but they could snap pretty easy, I could see, as well as some of the bits on the wings. But his legs, the waist look nice. The blue on the arms, that's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, the wings, love the detail on the wings, the coloring there. I like how the backpack kind of folds up and the tail of the wings kind of fold up on there. That's really nice. Very, very pretty coloring, but yeah, I mean, they did a bang-up job. It's just a lot of really small, delicate pieces. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, they're basically clear plastic. I do like the light blue on the shins, the darker blue on the feet, and there's some silver paint apps. Looks very, very nice. It stands pretty well. I just don't like that warble in the ankles, and that's from the ball joints. The only loose parts on the figure, really. I'm not sure what the deal is up with that. I've seen some other reviewers have some issues with that as well, but they've also had some loose joints in the hips. This one definitely does not have that issue. So be careful when you move the joints for the first time. Get them loose. But once you do get them loose, they move very well. Thor's Chrome Dome. As you can see, he's a lot smaller than Chrome Dome. I was really surprised at how compact the robot is, but yeah, not too terribly bad. It's definitely not the scale I was hoping for in the robot. I wish the robot was at least this scale. I think that would have been nice, but it is what it is. And to compare him with another Ghost Starscream, this is the Takara Tomy War for Cybertron, or Fall of Cybertron. I think it's War for Cybertron Ghost Starscream. And again, a lot smaller than the Starscream, but I think it's a better representation of Ghost Starscream. I do like this one a lot, and it's a totally different genre, but this is the classic Starscream, and it's just an absolutely beautiful rendition. So here we have Starscream's ghost in his jet mode, and I gotta say, this is atrocious to transform. Probably my biggest complaint about the figure, aside from some of the really small parts. I do like the small parts, I do like the intricateness of them, but I'm going to tell you, these arms are just ridiculously designed. Getting them to swing in and fold back up and come over is a nightmare. You feel like you're about to snap them off. That's my biggest complaint about it. It's getting these up, swung over, and into place, and it feels very, very dangerous. So be very careful with it. It does have some really nice little landing gear that fold up and down, so that's kind of cute. And I like how his fist kind of goes up into the cockpit and gives a little dash. I think that is very, very nice. I wish there was a blue tip on the nose cone, though. I feel like that is missing, but everything else is just absolutely gorgeous on this jet. I think they did a good job. The wings, the paint, love the paint apps. I love the translucent blue foils on the back. I think that looks nice. That candy apple red is just gorgeous. Overall, again, I think they did a remarkable job as far as the jet design goes. It's just transforming those arms and getting them into place. That could have been done so much better, I would think. And just to show the jet off on the flight stand itself, looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. I like it. I think it works really, really well. Just kind of a close-up really quick. Yeah, I mean, just an absolute gorgeous looking jet. Transformation's terrible. But as you can see, his fist actually just holds onto the peg. So that's kind of convenient. I do like that. Overall, I mean, just really, really pretty. Very, very much liking it. Definitely digging it. And really looking forward to maybe getting some of the other jets in this line. So is the Usurper Ghost from DX9 or Starscream's Ghost something that you want in your Transformers collection? Yes, if. Big if. If you are not a regular Transformers collector, if you like the third-party figures, if you like the Ghost of Starscream, those specialty figures, this is something that you're going to like. And if you're not a third-party collector, this is a very easy pass probably. It does retail for about $35, which is not a bad price for a third-party figure. I'm used to spending anywhere from $80 to a couple $100 on those things, and that's because they're small production, so you got to pay more for those figures. And at $35, I think this is a good price point. It's a little bit smaller in the robot mode than what I would like in a deluxe figure, but the vehicle mode is the appropriate size, and it's very well done, especially for a crystal clear plastic figure. I'm very impressed, so hopefully the plastic lasts through the ages and doesn't get crystal plastic syndrome. And it's a good representation of Starscream. This is the first War and Pocket figure I've had, and I've got a good impression of him, so I may pick some more up. The Soundwave looks cool. I may get the other Seekers. It's definitely very pretty. I love that crystal candy color, and it comes with the cape and the crown and all that stuff. So for $35, I think it's a good price. Plus, you get a little flight stand for it. So if you're a third-party collector, this is definitely something to look at. If not, like I said, it's an easy, easy pass. And if you're looking to get a Ghost of Starscream at a decent price, this is pretty good. Because those can go for a lot of money. Just remember the size scale is going to be smaller towards the deluxe size, but I'm okay with that. So there he is, Usurper Ghost from DX9.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.